name is Christina Gergis. I'm the Vice President of eMortgage Capital Reverse Mortgage Division.
Hello, my name is Sarah Johnson and I'm a Division Manager here at eMortgage Capital.
I'm Irvine Ramos with eMortgage Capital and I'm a Division Manager.
My name is Regina Seha. I'm the Headquarters Processing Manager for eMortgage Capital.
The woman that inspired me the most is my grandmother. She was a philanthropist, so my grandmother was huge in our community, and she really, even on her deathbed, to speed it up, she was counseling people. Everyone was coming in and they were like scheduled at what time they could come see her, and it was just a line outside the door to come see my grandma, and everybody was still bringing their problems to my grandmother's deathbed. So she just lived and breathed it till her last breath, just helping everyone. So that's my inspiration.
As far as my leadership style, I don't know if I'm different from my male counterparts because I believe that everyone has a different leadership and management style, whether you're male or female. What I will say is that I lead with passion, transparency, and I expect more from others than they expect from themselves. At the end of the day, I want to train people who can leave and compete if they wanted to, but give them so many reasons to stay that they won't leave.
Absolutely, I do consider it to be different from the male. I have a little bit different way of leading my team. My goal is to teach them, to guide them, to be successful, because if they're not successful, I'm not successful. I want them to become leaders themselves one day.
My leadership style definitely comes from one where I put myself in the shoes of whomever is in front of me. I'm constantly thinking about their situation, whether it be at work, at home, or the combination of the two. And I try to be that person that I had always wished or hoped that I had throughout my career, even at work. I know this is the workplace and quote unquote corporate America, but we spend more time here with each other than we do our own family sometimes. So I very much emulate or bring that family value or lifestyle, if you will, into the workplace. And that may be wrong or right, but it's my way.
In this industry, I've learned to be competitive, persistent, motivated, and keep going.
I think the most challenges, we as people in this industry face come from fear. Personally, I put fear on the back burner and then prioritize my money and success. I don't know if that's a gender thing or if that's a Sarah thing.
Gender has played a role in a lot of the hurdles I've had to overcome. I've been in the industry for 17 years, and I had to work a lot harder to get where I'm at. I've had, been passed up for promotions and seen, men who had less experience get those promotions. I feel like as a woman, I've had to work harder and longer to be able to get where I am today.
Never in a million years did I imagine a role in leadership because I started at such a young age of 18 years old, and I've been in the business for the past 17 years.
Immediately, I recall my first interview in the mortgage industry. They asked what I wanted to do, and my question, whether it be cocky or not, was to do your job, and that was to my boss across the table from me. So 100% I had my eye on that role from the beginning.
Not necessarily. I just put in the work, and then the more I knew, the more opportunities presented themselves, such as building my team, making more money, and I took them, and at the end of the day, I want other people to see that this is the type of future that they can have for themselves as well.
I always knew I wanted to be a leader. From being a little girl, playing with my girlfriends, being a teenager, going to school, I always knew I wanted to be a leader. And I knew I had it in me to do so.
When you're successful or you're doing well, people tend to gravitate towards you, right? And when I noticed that I was already coaching and kind of fulfilling, that management role, it just came naturally to me. I'm a natural competitor, right? So I can't help but want to succeed as far as possible and continue to grow.
I'd have to say Sam, Cook, and Joe motivated me to step up and become a leader and not just a processor. I saw the family, the EMC family that they were building, and I wanted to be part of that, and I wanted to help build that.
The most significant barrier to female leadership is seeing us as separate or weaker. We aren't, and we want our lane. And when it's not given to us, we will make our own. Be upfront and be assertive. Ask for what you need, even if it's from your team. I want to help you, but I need an hour. Or if you feel someone is upset, talk to them about it. I would suggest not focusing on being powerful and start becoming more influential, inspiring, and motivating. Inspired and motivated teams are unstoppable.
To me, it's more powerful to be there 100% for someone else and exclude yourself in that entire scenario. And if you do that, you're not going to alienate anyone because you're not putting yourself first. You're absolutely looking and have the best interest for that person that you're helping at the time.
Don't avoid conflict. If something isn't right, stand up and say something about it.
Sometimes there is no balance with a husband and 2 kids, but as women, we make it happen.
Just blend them all into one, really. It's not an act. If you encompass it, if it is exactly who you are, there's no dividing the two. We just roll it all into one sweet, beautiful mess.
In a male-dominated industry, it is important to be strong, build relationships, be bold, and don't quit.
My advice would be, don't let the fear of failure stop you. With risk comes reward. If you put in the work, you utilize the tools that you're given from the company, then you're already on the right track to success.
Within this company, it's extremely easy to do so, I shall say myself. We do have a lot of leaders already in play that are more than willing to share their best practices and avoid some of the pitfalls that they may have encountered on their way up. So I think EMC provides an extremely important platform for anybody who's looking to come up, especially women in the industry. It's an environment that fosters growth and really promotes it, and hence the reason I'm here.
Don't ever give up. Don't ever give up. And anything negative people have to say about you or what you're doing, just flip that to the positive and just prove everybody wrong.
My best advice would be to make sure that you're doing what you love, whether it is in the mortgage industry or at home, you're a parent, a girlfriend, a wife, a daughter, whatever it is that you are, just be passionate about it. And if you're passionate about it, it's really effortless.